The South African retirement industry has had its fair share of legislative changes, and there are two particular ones that are coming up in the near future. One specifically starting this month, becoming effective this month, and the other being scheduled for 2024. But there's a lot of work that has got to go into that before people will be able to manage that successfully. Discovery Employee Benefits and EBNet will be hosting an event on the 28th of February. We will be unpacking this issue, and I've got Guy Chennells here with me today, who's the General Manager and Head of Employee Benefits Products at Discovery. Guy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chris. Nice to be with you.
So, Guy, tell me, what will we be covering in this upcoming session?
Thanks, Chris. You mentioned that there are two pieces of legislation. The one is effective from the 20th of February 2023. So actually, when we have the webinar, it would have been effective for 8 days already. What we're going to do is give you kind of all that you need to know about it. And it really is very relevant for anyone who's involved in retirement funds, either from an employer side or as an advisor in this space. And what it deals with is the way that late payments, late contributions into a retirement fund are dealt with, and kind of what the consequences are and how that will be managed going forward. So you really want to know about this and make sure that you stay on the right side of the law for that. The second one is something that has been more active in the media. You may have heard something about it. Is the two-pot system that's coming into play probably in 2024. And for that one, we're expecting some last details about how it will be rolled out in the budget speech, which will be happening a few days prior to our session. So we'll be able to give you the latest on what it all means to enable you to prepare for that.
And to this point, who would be the sort of ideal attendee? Who would you guys like to speak to at the session?
Well, I think anyone who's giving advice in the employee benefits space would really value from attending. I'll have my colleague Nancy Andrews, who is our head of legal and who is involved in many of the working groups around this, collaborating with industry and with the regulators. So has great insight into the dynamics and what to expect and what is really going on. So you'll really get a really in-depth, informed, insightful view that will enable you to hold the hands of your clients and their members through the process. But I think also employee representatives, those who are involved in employee benefits at their companies, you'll find it useful to hear this kind of from the horse's mouth, and there will be an opportunity to ask questions. So after we've covered the information that we think is relevant to share, if there are questions, etc., that you have, you'll be able to pose that to the panel, and hopefully we'll be able to answer that. So really great opportunity for anyone involved in the industry in advice or implementation to get a good understanding, ask your questions, make sure that you're prepared for what's to come.
Yeah, and also think in particular your sort of HR benefit managers at the various companies, because they will be fielding questions from members themselves that who also have seen the stuff in the press and big one interest too. So I think it's important for them to also attend.
Excellent point, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great session. Guy, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you on the 28th. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris. See you then.